Easter experience. And found it. So we go ahead and like set it up for this time. Make sure you actually see. Yep. Okay, if you cannot see me, I'm inside of the tree and I cannot get down.
Hey, there you are.
Dad. Hey Dad, what I want you to do is I want you to duck down and look in this and tell me if you can see.
Probably not. It's probably down. Let me just hold it.
No, don't hold it. Like, just look in there. Look in there and tell me if you can see me. Yeah, like get down. Like do this and like get down. And just like start like and like look at it.
We'll see it.
Can you see me right now?
It's clear. Now I just see your feet now. It's not high enough.
Okay.
Come on, quick. There you go. See, now-
All right.
see, you're about right here.
I'm gonna move that table out of there.
All right, that's good. Sit what you centered. Oh gosh. Whoa. Okay, guys, well, we're just gonna like cut, I guess, to the Easter experience. Video. We'll cut to it.
Thank you for being here. Welcome to our upper room. This is the very last place that Jesus and his disciples shared a meal together. And what we have here is a recreation of the space so that you could get a glimpse into what took place that night. In this room, we have a couple of stations that you'll have a chance to visit. We'll ask you to start at this station here. It's the hyssop station, where we talk about, you learn about the plant, the hyssop, and the powerful meaning behind it, what it meant for the Israelites coming out of Egypt. We've got our foot washing station, which is behind you. Now, I know you might be thinking foot washing, but Jesus teaches us through humility and teaches us that no one was too great to serve others. You can have your foot washed, you can wash someone else's feet. Your child can wash yours, or you can wash your child's. We have our remembrance station, which is where the Last Supper would have took place, where the Passover meal was celebrated. And you can learn about each one of the elements that was eaten during that Passover meal and the importance and symbolics of it. We have samples of those over here for you. We'll start here, but I encourage you, as you're looking at each station, read each station, ask questions, smell the hyssop, taste the food, have your foot washed, and become part of the experience of what was taking place that night. Once you're done with each one of these, you're welcome to do the foot washing, or you can move through to the other areas at your own pace as you go through. So if everyone would gather around Miss Melanie there, she'll be able to tell you a little bit about the hyssop plant.
So this is the hyssop plant, and it would have been a part of the Passover to remind the Israelites of their captivity in Egypt. And in Exodus 12:22, God instructed the Israelites to take the hyssop plant, and they used it like a paintbrush. And they were to dip it into the sacrificial blood of the lamb and mark their doorpost, so that when the angel of death passed through Egypt, he would know to pass over the households of the Israelites. And what is significant about the Last Supper, and what Jesus' disciples would not know that night, is that the next day Jesus would become our sacrificial lamb. And because of his sacrifice, we no longer have to sacrifice a lamb or shed the blood of an animal. Jesus did that for us. And so that's the story of the hyssop plant and why it was part of the Passover meal. Welcome to go over to this table.
And if you have any questions, please ask. Feel free to ask any questions now.
Does everybody understand?
We did put lavender on it because they really have kind of a lavender smell. They're very fragrant, but just like we tried to make it smell, but I don't know. The plastic's still coming
It
through.
did smell. That's why I'm looking at. That looks nasty, but it smells.
Yeah, actually, there's a tissue down in here with it makes it smell. Yeah.
That's what they painted. You heard what she said. That's what they painted.
I'm really pleased.
That's the Lord.
Hey, Mark. How are you?
Good. How about yourself?
Good to see you.
Oh. How do you want to push me over?
Good.
Yeah, good.
That's what he gave us.
So this is the Passover meal that Jesus welcomed the disciples at. In the picture here, this is Jesus in the center. To his right, we know, was the Apostle John. To his left, we're told, was Judas, seated next to Jesus. We're not sure how the other disciples were arrayed, but the Passover began with the first Passover that Melanie was telling you about, with the hyssop on the doorway, and the blood from the sacrificed lamb. And so the centerpiece of the Passover meal was the shank of a lamb, remembering the sacrifice of that lamb. Little did they know that they were having that Passover with the great lamb, the greatest lamb, who would be sacrificed in just the next day. every part of the meal represented a part of the journey that had taken place hundreds of years ago that the Jews had participated in. One was unleavened bread, and it was unleavened because they could not wait for the bread to rise. Also because yeast is known as sin, and so they were to clean sin out before the Passover meal was celebrated. There's also what's called haroset, which is a mixture of fruit and honey, sweetness to remind them, one of the mortar with which they worked as slaves, but the sweetness of their sudden freedom that was granted after Passover. And then there were bitter herbs that were taken, and they were dipped in salt water to remind them of the sweat and the tears experienced as slaves and the bitterness of that bondage. And then the cups of wine or grape juice, and there were a series of cups that were taken. But one of those cups was particularly important when Jesus shared it with his disciples, because that was the first, what we call communion, and that we celebrate every week. Now each of these, well, not the lamb, but each of those elements of food that I pointed out are available to you here next door, but if you have any questions, Barry will answer them.
Any questions about anything?
That's pretty to the point, right?
How long was the festival of
Passover?
Passover? I had the Spanish word in my mouth.
So Passover is what we're used to knowing is that Passover is an 8-day holiday. But in the Bible, back in Exodus, Passover is 1 day. And then it's the Feast of Unleavened Bread for 7 days. So together it makes up 8 days. Over time, over history, we've all been associating Passover with one holiday. But biblically speaking, it's really more than one. And so that Passover meal that Jesus, at his time of life, what was being celebrated at that time in history was Passover. And Passover is one of the holidays. There's 3 pilgrimage holidays where God tells all the males it's mandatory to go to Jerusalem to celebrate the holiday. So Passover is one of them. And then they stayed because they also had to be there for another holiday that takes place 50 days later. Shavuot in Jewish, but we call it Pentecost. So there's another holiday 50 days later, and that's also a pilgrimage. So when they traveled, they went and they were there for a long time. And traveling at that time in history was not easy. So the city of Jerusalem actually exploded in population when the holiday came. People came from as far as they could travel. They would travel for weeks to get there. That population expanded by 7 or 8 times. So whatever the population of Jerusalem was, if Jerusalem had 100,000 people, it could have been 800,000 people. Could you imagine the congestion, the crowdedness of trying to live with that, just finding food, just finding water, just daily living? It would have been very, very difficult. But they were told to do it back in Exodus and also in Leviticus. They're told, go to Jerusalem for that holiday. There's actually 3 holidays. I'm being given the hook. So, please go taste the food. Thank you for being here.
Thanks, sir. And even more so now.
Good.
Can I like rose?
Yeah.
Wait, open that shower. I want to
Taste some of that.
These are the bitter herbs.
This is the fruit of the time.
Bitter
I'm not gonna
lives
talk too
under
loud because they're
slavery
talking.
in
This is the
Egypt.
fruit of the
We have
time. So you're gonna try a
horseradish,
sample
we have
cup of
radishes
fruit?
and onions
You
and
want one more?
parsley. And then we
I'll
have a
share
little
here.
bowl of
Okay,
salt
well,
water, which was a reminder
Okay.
of the tears
Just a
and
couple
the
little
sweat
ones.
that would have been
In
a
there
part
we
of their
got
lives as they
figs,
made those
grapes,
bricks. And
dates,
you
and
just they would take a
apricots.
little piece, and they are little pieces of
How
parsley
have
and
y'all
dip it
been
in the
doing?
water and eat it.
Good.
Yeah.
Good to see you. Good to see you.
Radishes, yeah.
Of course, we got
radishes,
olives.
onions.
People don't really
The
realize
horseradish
olives
is
are
really
fruit,
good
but
if
they
you like
are.
horseradish. It's a
So,
little hot,
we
a
got,
little spicy.
we got a garbage
And then
can
the
over here.
parsley.
When you're done,
You don't feel
take
like
your
you
time.
have to.
We got
You can
grape
just
juice
take a
represents
taste and
the
throw the
wine,
rest
of
away.
course.
There's a trash can at
Are those
the
good? You like those?
end of the tape.
That's the fruit that Jesus made.
Yeah, me too. I like it
Not
all.
the fruit, but
Yeah, they're little pieces.
If we eat this, like, I want to go bathroom because this does not taste good at all.
Okay.
Not too sweet at all.
Yeah.
These are the fruits
just
of the
grab
time.
little
You got
piece.
in
just
that
some
cup
of them
there,
do.
you got
Some of them are sweet, some are not.
grapes, dates, and apricots. And they're all dried.
Are these sweet?
Nowadays, they cut
It's
their fruit up in
bitter.
pieces so they can hold
Bitter
it.
and
Grape
salty at
for a
the same
while.
time.
Yes, apricot.
You want it?
Of course, we got grape juice representing
it?
the wine of the time.
Eat the juice,
Yes, sir.
wash it down.
We got a garbage can over here. And those are olives, of course. People don't really realize olives are fruit. The land also, but they are.
Let me.
All right.
They're all good.
Really welcome sight when you're in the desert. The olives are really
Absolutely. I would say, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Like I said,
Okay, let's go.
Wait till you see the garden.
I need my dad real quick. Dad. What are you doing?
Look at this. Handsome.
That's your grandson? Very handsome. He is cute.
You guys like that?
Welcome to the prayer garden. This is where
If you want to sit down and say a prayer, you can do that. If you have somebody you want to pray for, you can write that down and we'll have a little box for you to put the card in.
no checks in anywhere.
Yes.
You have prayer rocks.
Oh, and there's a rock.
Go around there.
Look, this is all right. Where the garden was.
My eyes are blinded.
That's where the garden is.
I can touch fire. Fire is my touch. Is there anybody you want to play for? Okay. I'll be over there at the next session, okay? I'll wait for you.
Okay, but don't run.
Okay.
Look right here before you go out. We have prayer rocks, so if you'd like to take a rock with you, when you look at it, you need to say an extra prayer.
Yeah, I'll be on time. Hey, Jackson.
You got it, Joe.
What should we write down? What should we write down? How about we love Jesus?
Do it.
what is of this?
These are just bracelets I have.
Oh, the bracelets. Any like? Do you know what is this one?
No, they're just some of them are blank.
Oh, okay.
Oh, what's that? Dad, you want to do one? I already did mine, but all of myself right here in the middle.
Oh, I heard that.
Now you're gonna nail it again.
Dang it.
Oh.
Okay. Ow. So, Gigi, have you made the things that Jesus just do? Jackson, what? Have you finished the things that Jesus just do? All the things? No, I just got here. With Arthur Nielsen. Jackson, you go? Gosh. Jackson, I'll go with you and you'll see and you'll see what the things you can do. Jackson, do you know what? Jackson, do you know what? Jackson, do you know what? What? You just do the last thing. This is the last thing. You just do the last thing. There was the last thing that you had to do while you do all the things. You just do. Okay. I mean, wait, one Jackson. Yeah. Wait. That's okay. Okay, Jackson, that's the crown of thorns, right? Uy, cuidado, despacio, cuidado. Despacio. You feel it? That kind of hurts. I think I need to do it all again. That kind of hurts. No. Ya no. Es le duele. Okay. Okay, Jackson, I'll show you. Let me feel this. Come on. We'll do that last, okay? Okay, we'll do that. Let's go. I'm recording a YouTube video right now, so you might. Wait, let's go. Do you want to be inside of a YouTube video? Oh, okay, I want to be in a video. Cool. I guess you're the. What? So what do you do? Well, I'm going to do the same thing with it. You want to go do it again? Yeah. I'm just going to do things again. Dude, my phone's like almost dead. I don't know if we can. That's it. You have to try. Everything is so cool. I already did everything. Oh, I know that. Okay. Oh, I didn't know you just do that. You just forget to do that? Okay. Can I actually lay on this? Do you just do this? I did not do that. Wait, let me lay on this. That's actually kind of comfortable. Okay, let's go. Here you can take the juice and the bread. Oh, juice and a brush. What are those? That's grape juice. That's grape. No, and then you do it. Alright. Cheers. Alright, I'll do this. Is that good? It's good. So then throw the cup in the trash can. So is that everything? Yes, that's everything. Alright. Well, I guess that's the end for the video, and I will see you later.
Promise you you'll catch me.